Good morning. Do you find that when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you feel a little bit stiff and achy? Maybe it's because you worked out the day before or whatever. Yeah, I found that too. However, I have found that by doing a 5-minute dynamic stretch routine right in my bed where I'm cozy and warm really does help me get a nice start on my day. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through my 5-minute dynamic stretch routine that I do in my bed to help me get my day started. So let's go. I want to preface this by saying that normally I do this in my bed under the covers where I'm toasty and warm, but because I want to show you how I'm doing the stretches, I'll be doing it on top of my bed, fully clothed, so that you can see how I do the stretches. Starting at my feet, I do ankle rolls, rolling inward and outward just to get the feet and the ankles moving. And then I like to just shake my legs back and forth just to get some blood flowing so that I can start moving my joints like my knees, which tend to be a little bit more stiff in the morning, and just gently bringing them up. And this is working my knees and my hips. Next, I want to give my hamstrings a good stretch, so I will grab behind my knee and just point and flex my foot as I gently bring my leg closer to my face, and then extend the other leg to give a nice stretch to my hamstrings. I call this next pose half happy baby. This is the happy baby pose in yoga, but I do one leg at a time and just gently pull my knee down along the side of my body and give a good stretch to my hips. You can always use a towel to put around your foot if you can't get your hand there to help assist you in getting a good stretch without hurting yourself. And remember to always listen to your body, and if something hurts when you're stretching, you shouldn't do it. Threading the needle is the next stretch I do, and by crossing my ankle over my knee and using my hands behind the opposite leg, I pull that leg in to give a nice hip stretch on the crossed leg. And I'll repeat this on to the other side. When stretching, you should feel the stretch in the belly of the muscle. If you're feeling the stretch in the joint, that means you're stretching tendons and ligaments, and that's not good. So ease up on the stretch if you're feeling any tension in the joint and not in the belly of the muscle. Belly breathing is the best way to get the body to relax and to accept the stretches that you're doing. Like most of us, I have one side that is stronger and more flexible than the other. And although I try to keep things even, I also don't want to hurt myself. So find out what works for you, do the best you can, and just try to get a good even stretch. Hip circles like this help release the sacroiliac joint, and so that'll also help my lower back as I get up and face the day. Here I'm preparing my lower body to go into a spinal twist by gently swinging my legs back and forth. As I go into a spinal twist, I gently take the opposite hand and press against my sacrum to help push my hips down, and take the other hand and place it across my knee to help keep my body twisted. Then I come back and do the other side and do the same thing. If you spread your legs a little wider than hip distance, you're going to be able to drop your knees here down as close as you can to the mattress. And this is going to start to stretch out the quadriceps, or the front of the legs and the front of the hips. This next pose is a yoga pose called child's pose. And instead of just sitting in one position, I rock back and forth gently to get my body to stretch out a little bit before I go into child's pose. This is a great pose to stretch out the upper back and also to release the lower back. You can hold these poses for as long as it's comfortable for you before moving on. I'm going to move into position and lay on my stomach and up on my elbows. This is going to give me a nice stretch to the front of my chest and also to allow me to release my neck. To get more of a stretch, I'm actually going to extend my elbows and stretch my body up to get more of a stretch in the front part of my body. And then I'm going to get myself to a seated position and start stretching my shoulders and the upper back. By gently pulling my arms from one side to the other, I'm stretching my arms as well as the muscles along my rib cage and getting me ready to get up for the day. Again, if you're having a hard time at reaching your hands, you can use a towel to bring your hands back behind you and then stretch out your chest and your shoulders and your neck. I call this my seated sun salutation, and I'm just sitting at the edge of my bed, stretching out my arms and shoulders before I get ready to face the day. I hope you got some great ideas to do a morning stretch that's dynamic, gets you moving before you get out of bed so you can hit the ground running. If you like this video, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, leave me a comment of what you'd like to see. Until the next time, remember to juice life, drink the joy, keep life simple. Try to do a little dynamic stretching every morning before you hop out of bed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.